All right. How are we doing?
Welcome back, fuckers. Season 2.
Antoine Winfield, Tom Brady, Season 2. Throw the peace signs up for him. Welcome back to Season 2. Come on now.
Let's go.
What energy we out right here.
Woo!
We are pumped up. We're excited to be back. It's been too long. Cole has been out with the cocoa. Cole is back. He's off the bench. He's back in the game. He's got no other problems.
It's been way too long.
We are
and I gotta tell you something, man. This feels right.
Doesn't that feel right?
This feels right. And I'm ready. This is amazing. Even though we have been out for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We've been keeping in contact with most people.
We have. We've been talking to everybody in the horror community. We've been staying there. But Justin, even though this feels right, something feels a little different.
Oh, what's that?
But we don't want to waste any time acting like something's different when we can just talk about what's different. As you can see on video, we have blazers. We have our headsets. So what is going on? I wonder why we are wearing our headsets. Tonight's going to be a little different, Justin. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Can you please kick off our sponsors?
Get all. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to thank my boy Kosi, you know what I'm saying?
At boring_Millie.
Them banners, you know what I'm saying? If you want it, you can get it.
If you want a banner, if you want it for a child announcement, a wedding announcement, maybe you're making your favorite chili for your family on Thursday and then you want to make a banner for it. Get you a banner. We happen to do it for a podcast, but to each their own.
Whatever the fuck you want.
We have this banner. And thank you to Brandon Jack for supporting us.
Brandon Jack just be kicking it. This basketball is not from him.
Not from him.
He did not give me a that fucker.
Brandon's a hooper, but he didn't give Justin a basketball.
Nah, he didn't give me no basketball, motherfucker.
If you're interested in basketball apparel, just be kicking it. Brandon's brand has hoodies, long sleeves, t-shirts, hats, shoelaces, shorts to come. Everything you can ask for in the sneaker brand. We have hoodies. We have a whole bunch of his gear, and it is fuego.
Good quality, good quality. Go hit him up. But what he will not give you is a basketball.
Who gave you the basketball, Justin?
Hey man, you know who gave me the basketball? Volante from Hot Junkies. This is, I was actually supposed to return this yesterday, but I didn't return it because my foot was hurting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Justin's foot was hurting. He had a little bit of an injury. He still had a little bit of injury. He's nursing right now. But we got the basketball. As you can see, we are in our sportscaster vibe.
Last
today
person I'd like to thank is my fiance, Hannah Dowd. Thank you for taking care.
Soon to be a different last name.
Oh my God, bro! Don't remind me. I'm getting nervous right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit.
She is busted over there on the couch.
I know. We were looking at photographers the other day. I asked Lawrence. Yep. We were just going around, doing our due diligence or whatever. But it is what it is. With that said, you already know how we start off our episode.
We have Dos Equis Amber.
Got them Dos Equis.
And what is that? We have Dos Equis Amber in hand.
It's not even the regular one. It's amber.
And what does that mean, Justin? What does that mean? Let's
what we do?
Oh,
breaking news! Breaking news!
Game time. What does that mean? That means we
chug this first one. All right, we chugging this. You already know. Whoa. Okay.
I had to play the sound beforehand.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. But what does that to be said?
That's it, man.
Ooh, that was a good chug. And there it is again.
What was that?
That sounds like.
Let's put our headset.
Sounds like breaking news, Justin.
What is it?
I have just been informed that the final four for the horror movie bracket of Pillar of Thriller will be Friday the 13th versus Jaws on the left quadrant, and on your right quadrant we have Get Out from the psychological horror category versus The Conjuring.
Oh my God! What a great fucking Final Four.
Justin, who are you telling? This is so exciting. And our voting for the polls will start Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yo,
we cannot wait to get into this.
This is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking.
A surprising journey, if I have to say so myself.
I'd have to agree, sir. Yeah. I would have to agree. This tournament did not turn out the way I expected at all.
I mean, this is McGregor versus Khabib, Tyson versus Deontay Wilder. Mike Tyson versus, I mean, you can put Muhammad Ali in there.
This is insane. For sure, surprise. You know what I mean? I thought Insidious was gonna win the Ghost. You know what I mean? I thought Halloween was gonna win slashers.
Oh yeah.
But there's, the horror community all had different opinions.
Yep. The Shining was a dark horse in my opinion. I thought The Shining really had a strong run.
I thought for sure Evil Dead was gonna win.
Absolutely.
At some point. Let's go to our first tale of the tape.
So the tale of the tape, we're gonna analyze these matchups by each competitor. So first up, in your top left quadrant, fighting out of Camp Crystal Lake, weighing in at 7'1", 380 pounds. I don't know if this measure is accurate. They seem accurate, but Jason and Friday the 13th.
And
we'll be facing
fighting out of Amity Island, New York, weighing in at 2 tons, about 6 feet long.
6 feet, that's it?
I don't know. I don't know how
fucking, like 25 feet
25 feet long. Jaws.
You and I are barely 25 feet long.
25 feet long, about 3 tons, facing Jason Voorhees.
I was gonna say, I don't know if a 6-foot Jaws would have been able to do it against Jason, but 25-foot Jaws, 2 tons, it maybe ought to do it.
What are your thoughts on this, sir?
This matchup is crazy. We're talking about Jaws being one of the greatest creature feature thrillers of all time. Really one that set the pace for the horror genre. But Friday the 13th, my God, there are a lot of Jason fans out here and a lot of Friday the 13th fans.
Yeah, great. One of the greatest slashers of all time.
Yep.
He could possibly go down as the greatest of all time.
Yep.
He is always considered in that top slasher.
And not to mention, Jason isn't even really in the first movie. That's how good that first movie is Jason is nothing but a mention in the first movie.
Exactly.
Pamela Voorhees carries the weight of the franchise, kicking it off.
Yes.
But you can't beat Jaws at times.
But
water is his element.
Yeah, well, so that's interesting because you know as well as I do, Jason thrives in water. Right? So how about, for example, this is not like it was from the 70s or anything like that, but what about the game? Friday the 13th, the game.
Fantastic.
How often was he in water?
Yeah, you couldn't, when we played it, you couldn't get away on the boats. I mean, if you tried to get away by water, Jason was going to pop up in the middle of the lake and grab you. Now, I know the later installments started talking about Jason being scared of water and Freddy versus Jason, Manhattan, all those crazy ones. But
all of that.
I mean, the man was drowned when he was younger, was the mantra. And then now we're talking but he does do a lot of killing in the water. So he's very familiar, very comfortable. He's
very comfortable with the ocean. So I think he will put up such a great fight against somebody. But the only problem that I see him coming across is Jaws. Well, they live in the water.
He was born in the water, molded by it.
Yeah, and that's not to mention, but he weighs, probably
he's
300 times the amount that
he's got the mismatch in the pants. He does.
100%.
With that being said, let's get to our second tale of the tape, Justin.
Okay.
What do we got going on here?
Well, our second tale of the tape coming in from upstate New York, the Armitage Hall, fresh from being held hostage. Weighing in at about, I don't know, probably about our size, maybe 6'1", probably 190, 200 pounds, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Fresh off some hypnotism. Get Out.
Get Out. A freaking modern day classic by Jordan Peele.
Oh my God. Way to change the fucking game.
I mean, it's gonna, look at how Candyman's gonna come out. Candyman's about to be crazy, and it's a whole new, installment for people that may not have grown up watching that movie. It's going to open a new audience to Candyman. But that being said, Get Out was where Jordan Peele started with this journey, which is crazy.
Now look at him.
And guess what? He's got a tough matchup. He's got a tough matchup. Fighting out of Harrisville, Rhode Island. I know a lot of people don't like this in the movie, but a dog has died in this movie. Fresh off of The Exorcist. Weighing in and God knows whatever, because God's not anywhere to be around. The Conjuring.
Your favorite movie of all time.
We got some demons in there.
Favorite movie made it to the Final Four. How do you feel about that?
I am pumped, and that wasn't even my doing. We didn't even rig it. The Conjuring just shined through. A modern day demon classic. I mean, it really does everything well. It does exorcisms well. It does ghost stories well. It does hauntings well. It does everything you guys. Story development, character development, great actors, great storyline.
Yeah, everything in that is great.
I'm a little biased, and you can tell which one I want.
Ooh.
It's great flick.
Toyota Tiger!
Come on now.
Oh yeah!
What is your thoughts and predictions?
This is man. You know what, man? Let's. So if I'm making predictions,
that's a tough one.
Right now, with the Final Four, who's going into the finals? I'm probably gonna end up. I would probably have to sway towards Jason.
Good.
Friday the 13th. Ooh. So Get Out versus The Conjuring, I think, is a tougher matchup, in my opinion.
Okay.
Mainly because Get Out is a modern classic.
Yep.
And it changed horror today.
Yep. It's going to be brought upon by the generations. Yep.
But The Conjuring, during that time, like 2011, 2010, 2012.
Impact.
You're absolutely correct. It made such a big impact during that time frame. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe that, we've seen exorcisms, but I don't believe we've seen a movie like that up until that point. Right?
It's more exorcism plus this, plus that, plus that.
So that is a tough matchup. But
give me a prediction.
I think I gotta give it to Jordan Peele, man.
Okay.
I gotta give it. I know that's your favorite.
Okay.
But I think the impact that Get Out has made on our culture today, on the horror community today, I gotta give it to Jordan.
So are you saying Get Out wins it all, or are you saying Get Out wins that side and plays
that side? I think Get Out versus Friday the 13th.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make a prediction on that yet.
Let's wait on that.
But when the finals come out, we can make a prediction on that.
So Justin,
what about your thoughts?
I love that you said this. I love that you said those two.
Yeah.
Because I'm the exact opposite.
Oh!
Jaws, the impact that Jaws has had on the genre is incredible and cannot be debated. Friday the 13th is incredible slasher, but you cannot argue that it didn't come on the heels of Halloween and the success that Halloween has in slasher. So, with that being said, I have to put Jaws on the far left quadrant as the winner.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I know you're putting
it's
that.
It's not close. Yeah. I don't know, Justin, I don't know who I'm gonna pick. It's The Conjuring. It's The Conjuring. I got The Conjuring versus Jaws in the finals. Give me a good demon story. A good. Did I say good? I meant great. I meant amazing. I meant spectacular. Demon story versus Jaws, Bruce, Steven Spielberg, the fucking violins that we get. Give it to me all. And I'll give you the prediction when we get to the finals. Justin.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Depending on who shakes out. Maybe we'll both be wrong. Maybe it'll be Jaws versus Get Out. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
All it can tell us
is the way that the tournament has gone, there is absolutely no telling where this goes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People have been voting, and people are involved, and people have an investment in these movies.
Yes.
They love it just as much as we do. If not, they love it more.
Yep.
And now we are in the fucking Final Four. How excited are you, man?
I'm pumped. Please keep voting. Keep making our job easier and keep making it fun to do. We have a lot of exciting content coming up. We said this is the start of season 2, so now I can kind of put away the sports center look that we got going on here. I'm gonna keep the suit on. I had a shirt on underneath this, but the suit just seems right for this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kick off the season.
Yeah.
But so Justin's got new ear piercings and everything, so he feels like a new man. He wants to show them off.
You know what I'm saying?
We have a lot of exciting shit going on. So we got the horror movie bracket we were talking about. We also have a trivia night we're really looking forward to.
Yeah.
I still got to work out some kinks.
We'll be I actually haven't talked to Eric and neither of us. I don't think we've talked.
I talked to Eric the other day on Instagram.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't about the trivia. It was more about getting. He was checking up on us, so thank you very much. Thank you to everyone that checked up, making sure we were all right. Obviously, it was just me, but also we're in this together.
Yeah. For the record, I had COVID. In June.
Yeah.
So
if you ask him how he's doing, he'll still tell you he's fine.
Yeah.
He's still doing
everything. I mean. Seriously, guys, though, as far as this pandemic is going, the shit is real. It's happening. We both have had it.
Yep.
So, I mean, just take it seriously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to make this episode really about that, but just stay safe. Just do everything you can and be safe out there.
Yeah. With that said, we appreciate every single one of you. and we were so happy to be like seriously. I had no idea. Like
this feels great.
Yeah.
I was cooped up. I watched a whole bunch of stuff, and that's something we'll talk about on this episode. Just what we were all watching and things to look out for. Is like, oh my god, it's good to be back.
And like, if you knew him at all, he absolutely had to have killed him to stay inside. Like,
I can't sit still.
No, he's always doing something. Mm-hmm. He's like, he pays for his apartment, but he's like never in there. Like,
so even in the light of a pandemic, like I find myself, I'm like, I've been sitting down for too long. So I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go play basketball. I'm gonna go do something. It's always something. It's how I am natured. I'm very, and Justin's a similar way. That's why we get along so well. Yeah. Justin and I are two people that can't sit still. Now Justin's is nervous energy. Mine is just energy. We'll get to that later.
Fuck you. That's not true at all. But like I do. Like, I mean, if you ask my fiance Hannah, she'll tell you I don't like to be. But I have contained myself during this pandemic because I didn't want it to spread. But I before this pandemic, was always doing something.
Always being out and about.
Hannah's a homebody, but I'm like I used to always like to do shit.
Hannah still likes to get out and get crazy.
Ooh, get out. What are you trying to say?
I mean, it's a good movie. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
Call back.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Justin, one thing I would be remiss if we didn't talk about. One thing we're going to talk about this episode. This is not going to be focused on one horror movie. We're going to talk kind of about what's going on with us. We're going to talk about horror in general, some things we've watched, some exciting topics just in general that we have going, and then just let it flow. Like this is going to be more of a general episode. We're going to let it flow, and then next episode, I should say, we'll get back into it. But Justin, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. It came up while I was in quarantine, and it was killing me not to talk about it. How excited are you for Godzilla vs. Kong?
Oh man, I almost brought that up while we were doing our bit with Jaws.
They were both in our creature feature.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I texted Romo that morning. The trailer came out because I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this, right? Because not to mention because I love Godzilla. I grew up, so I was born in '92, and I didn't know anything about Godzilla, but I was like 8, maybe. I think I was like 8 or 9.
Excited about it with
the 2000 Godzilla, and when I watched that, it made me fall in love with the character. And so when the new one came out, was it 2017, 2018?
Well, we have to go back to 1 and 2. So while you talk about that, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, but that I immediately had to watch that. Fell in love with that. Then the new one, Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yeah.
Watched that also.
Yep.
But when the trailer came out, I was texting him and I was like, "Oh my god!" I think we texted for like probably 2 hours talking about.
I wasn't doing shit else. But I would talk to Justin anyway. Yeah. But I wasn't doing shit.
But I think we were talking I was texting 2 hours. I was talking about how excited I was and how the theories we were reading on Reddit and all of that stuff.
We were dissecting the trailer. Whether it's do we see a mecha Godzilla?
Yeah. I sent him screenshots of what mecha looked like from the trailer.
And it's very skeptical. We don't know if that's actually him.
Yeah.
It's crazy if that is.
And it would be dope. Mm-hmm. And I actually ended up watching Godzilla or King of Monsters probably either that night or the next day. And I tried to put it on in my living room. Yeah. But Hannah didn't want anything to do with it.
Oh, Hannah.
I know, because she hadn't seen the first one.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that more than I respect anything you've ever done. So 1998 Godzilla is what Justin was talking about.
No, 2000.
1998, Justin.
Is there a 1998?
1998 is the OG one you're thinking of.
I thought it was 2000. You sure?
Yep.
With Matthew Broderick?
Yep. 1998.
Oh.
So we got 1998 Godzilla, which I love-hate relationship with it. Absolutely love the movie.
But
Godzilla kind of looks like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
That's the only quirk I have with the movie. Everything else I really enjoy. I love everything else. I love the third act. I love.
What's wrong with T-Rex?
Nothing. It's just not Godzilla. To me, I grew up on the VHSs, Justin. I grew up on the VHSs. Yeah. So Godzilla looking like a T-Rex was weird to me.
Okay.
Then you have 2014 Godzilla, and you got really excited. You had Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. You have him in there.
I know him from Malcolm in the Middle.
But not to.
I've seen one episode of Breaking Bad.
Not to break anything down too much in spoilers, but he's not in the movie very long. in Godzilla. But it's a good movie. It's a good callback to form to reintroduce Godzilla back to the mainstream.
Yeah.
Now, King of Monsters, though. King of Monsters is absolute fire.
Bro, so
King Ghidorah.
when that
Mothra.
come on, when you're adding all these,
Was it King Rowan is the other one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, all
So
the Titans.
because like
There's
it
even
was,
mention of King Kong in there. I didn't interrupt. There's even mention of King Kong in there.
yeah, right, and like that was like one of the biggest things for me because I played a lot of the Godzilla games. I don't know if you played them, but those are the games are actually the reason why I knew who the other Titans were.
Okay.
And then I started reading about it. But now like I'm super excited because I'm super invested in it. And
you need like the old movies. Like now
like
granted, they're old VHSs with passable graphics.
Yeah.
Very old.
So we have HBO Max, right? And that's where they have the Godzillas. And the last week I texted you a picture because I started my day. I woke up and I started my day watching Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yep.
I posted it on our story.
Yep.
Right after that, I texted and I was like, I think I'm gonna put on the Mecha Godzilla movie from 1974,
Yep.
which is also on HBO Max.
But it's hilarious because you were just pumped about the Mecha Godzilla like theory.
Yeah,
And you just wanted to watch.
and I just wanted to because I actually I hadn't seen it before. Obviously, it's 1974, and it's
old man.
yeah. But
So this film franchise is one of the longest running film franchises of all time. It dates back to 1954. With, I mean, tons of installments. You go to the American installments. You go to the Asian installments overseas. I mean, you have. I think it's saying we have 36 films. I mean, that's insane.
yeah.
You got so much.
I don't know of any other franchise that's like this big, but because people love it. People love it. Mainly, it's almost like Star Wars, right?
It's like
where people have like this kind of cultish feel to like a movie because people love Star Wars.
It's like a movie form of comic books if you have that many.
Yeah.
As you buy comic books, I know people still buy comic books and they still watch them pretty regularly. But like, if you're buying, if you're not buying, if you're watching 36 movies, like that's insane.
Yeah. So
that's so many.
What did you think of the trailer?
Oh, I'm pumped. So,
just
one
for
thing,
I know how you feel, but like,
So one thing I really love about this is the combat looked like what I wanted. It's hard to monsters these days, in my opinion, in movies. And we know this isn't straight horror, but it falls kind of in the realm of the thriller, action. Like, this at the core, the horror fans love Godzilla and King Kong. But like the combat was what I'm hyped about. You see, there's an equalizer in King Kong having the hand weapon that's going to help him fight the atomic.
He also looked bigger.
He looks massive.
He looked like a lot bigger than in the because
Godzilla's massive.
I mean, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I liked Kong over both Godzilla movies.
Okay, that is
Kong Skull Island. I did enjoy it better than I did, but I also like I love Brie Larson and I think she's super sexy.
Yeah.
I know you looked at her like she likes tits just as much as I do, so it's okay.
Right, and Justin's talking about his wife. He just wants to make sure Hannah respects Justin's love for tits.
Yes. Well, she loves tits just as much as me.
So that's what makes a couple together.
I bought her first lap dance.
Yep. Justin and Hannah both love tits.
Yeah.
This is now established.
Yes.
Make sure. Justin and Hannah, for the record, let me put my headset on.
Yeah.
Justin and Hannah love tits. All right, good. Now that we're back to over here, I agree. I'm a little biased. Grew up on Godzilla.
Yeah.
Had Godzilla toys growing up. Absolutely love Godzilla. Yeah. I don't think King Kong should stand a chance, but I'm like your Tampa Bay fan that's like the Chiefs have no chance. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a chance in there, but I'm just so far to the side of fandom that I want Godzilla just to dominate.
Well, Godzilla's like Godzilla, right? So it's
he's as big as skyscrapers. Like
he also
as big as skyscrapers.
He also has God in his name.
Yeah.
So it's like
he is a god. Yeah, he's a titan.
Yeah. But even like So,
But he's the king of them all.
you know, he worried me in the last movie.
Yeah, I thought King Ghidorah was gonna get him. King Ghidorah was gonna get him.
Well, because so Mothra looked fucking beautiful. With,
Mothra's incredible. The graphics
God.
they used is absolutely incredible.
Oh, and that's one of the things I wanted to touch up on for when you were talking about like the trailer about fighting.
Yeah.
Is you know how I am with CGI.
Yep.
But they do it really well. Like
It looks well. It looks seamless.
Yeah.
Yep. So Pacific Rim, I was a big fan of because the combat looks seamless. Maybe people may not be a huge fan of like the story and how of Pacific Rim. One thing that absolutely hooked me in Pacific Rim is how legit the combat looked. It looked amazing. I think Godzilla and King Kong are gonna channel that and obviously have some weight to their names with those two monsters. So it's freaking fire.
I personally think if our theories are correct, I don't think either.
Amazing.
I don't think either one of them will be dead by the end of the movie.
Yep.
So
I mean, there's a lot of
I think
theories going around.
it's hard to kill both those characters off. They're both really, really, really like important characters.
So can we talk about the theory real quick?
Yeah.
That I have. Theory I have is, and I don't know this from the trailer, but this would be a super cool like modern technology twist on this. Is that if the Godzilla in the trailers was actually Mecha Godzilla disguised as regular Godzilla,
Could happen.
and he's fighting King Kong the whole time, and then what really happens is the real Godzilla comes to help King Kong defeat Mecha Godzilla. That's my theory.
Yeah, I want to know who that Asian dude is. Obviously, I think he was
That's
the one who made
helping
Mecha.
Yeah,
So
because there's glimpses in the trailer
Yep.
of Mecha Godzilla and what looks like Mecha Godzilla on a screen.
yeah.
So-
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for a lot of movies coming out actually. So
Yeah.
like that, Terrifier 2 will be out.
God.
Halloween will be out. The new Conjuring will be out.
Yeah, I have to shout out CNT Films. He's got Halloween 4, the fan film, coming out soon. That's my guy. Big fan of his work. I've really actually loved how the fan films turned out. They capture the essence of the original Halloween films, which is hard to do. So I want to shout him out before we talk about
We are going to review your movie.
Yes.
We just weren't going to start with it.
Yep.
But we will. And
also Tales of a Scorpio Stinger.
Yeah.
We'll be reviewing that as well.
Yes.
We're going to be talking to Jason.
yeah,
Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah,
and
so-
we're gonna be introducing the pillar point system.
Yep. Let's talk about that, sir. Let's talk
It'll
because that'll be
be-
a big part of the season.
Yeah.
So it's really what we're going to be using to, we want to be able to expand into the community. We may not have everybody from the community that listens. We have people outside the community that listens to our podcast, and we're still at beginning stages, but we're really happy with how people have been listening and turning out to our episodes.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to like expand and let other people know about the wonderful work their community does. So with being like, we'll be doing this on, if we cover Friday the 13th, which I believe we're doing in a few episodes coming up.
Probably next episode as well.
But we'll be doing the pillar point system for that, and then we'll also be doing the pillar point system for these fan films and people in the community that are doing films. Eyes of Dread followed me, and I know there's a lot, or followed us on Instagram, and there's a lot of mysterious stuff going on when that film's gonna drop. So I'm kind of excited about that because I don't know what to expect. from that.
I love it, man. I think these people, like, everybody who's creating, it's such a big deal.
Yes,
right.
Continue to create content because we're going to continue to share it. And we want to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.